Hello everybody and welcome back to Underrated Nations in EU4. Today's underrated nation is Hesse. Hesse is a 2-province minor in the middle of the HRE with ideas that are really good for becoming the emperor with diplomatic reputation. They also have a very tall based idea set with development cost, production efficiency. They also get some good mill ideas with land force limit, discipline, and they also get idea cost minus 10%. For Hesse today is we're going to go ahead and form the nation of Westphalia, and we're going to attempt to win the religious league as Westphalia. If you guys want to see more underrated nations videos, I just want to encourage you guys to go ahead, like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on some of these other nations that are actually really good in EU4 that you may not have heard of nor played as before. So without further ado, let's get into it as Hesse. Alright, here we are. As Hesse, we start off with 6,000 troops and a horse, which I say nay to that. So first thing we're going to do is rival the nations that rivaled us, such as Brandenburg, Brunswick, and Frankfurt. In terms of estate stuff, I'm going to go ahead, take the Clerical Advisory Council, Religious Diplomats, and Clerical Education. Nobility, I'm going to take Aristocratic Counselors and Nobility Officer Rights. Burghers, we're going to go ahead and get Patronage of the Arts, Commercial Advisory Board, indebted to the burghers. I'm thinking the first thing we're going to do is build a spy network on Cologne. We do need their capital of Cologne, and we also need the province of Westphalen from them. So we'll do that. Also, in the meantime, let's Royal marry Austria and attempt to secure an alliance with them, which we do have an improved relations guy as well as a Diplo Rep +1 guy, but I'm going to go with him since he's cheaper. In terms of other allies I can get here, I'm thinking we're going to ally Liège, and we'll also ally the Palatinate. We also Royal marry Bohemia. We might be able to actually ally them too. Alright, we can now ally Austria and Bohemia probably in about a month here. Yep, let's get Bohemia and re-royal marry the Palatinate. And we could take these 2 missions, trustworthy allies, and build a force limit. Also, I did get my claim on the province of Westphalen, so we're going to go ahead and attack Cologne, who is allied to Dortmund up here, and Frankfurt. Okay, and we can get Frankfurt out of this war. I'm not going to annex them, though I probably should, but we're not going to do that just yet. Instead, we're going to humiliate them, take war reps, and as much money as we can get. Meanwhile, Dortmund, we're also going to take war reps and as much of their money as possible. Okay, and we can finally peace out Cologne here. However, they're kind of in a unique situation right now because Munster actually attacked Cologne and so did Trier. And, you know, I'm going to vassalize them anyways. So let's vassalize them. That's going to call us into a defensive war now, and all of a sudden I could call in all my allies into a defensive war. Except I'm not going to call in Palatinate. I can even call in Austria as well too. Okay, and we can end both of these wars. Unfortunately, Austria actually occupied the capital of Trier, so if I were to make them a subject, they would go straight to Austria. So instead, we're just going to have them do war reps and give me money. Munster up here, however, is we might make into a subject. Yeah. Oh, we can make Cleves into a subject. Yeah, we'll make Munster into one also. In terms of AE, yeah, we got quite a bit of AE, so we're going to kind of chill here for a bit. For Tier 2 government reform, we do have a unique one, which is the Ministralis promotion. However, we're going to go with strength and noble privileges for that 10% extra manpower. And our ruler has died. Now we got a 612 heir, not too bad. Alright, I am going to be kind of a bit of a dum-dum here and actually attack the nation of Berg. I'm going to call on both of our pals, the Palatinate and Liège, help kind of deal with their allies. And Bohemia annexed like almost all of Brandenburg here. And as for Berg, we are going to make them a subject. And yeah, that does kind of tick off my subjects a bit, but we're allied to Austria, so we should be okay. And we are going to go ahead and attack the nation of Würzburg for 1 province here, unless they just give it to us? No. So yeah, we'll go ahead and attack them, call them Bohemia, Palatinate, and Liège. And poor Frankfurt's about to get stack wiped for like the 4th time this game. Okay, we are just going to go ahead take this one province of Fulda here. This is in our state. So we'll do that, take war reps and money. I feel like really our next goal is to lower all of our AE, and we're going to go for the nation of Frankfurt here by attacking their ally of Brunswick, or attacking Wurzburg again if they survive their war. We're also going to begin annexing our pal of Cologne here, and we did just get Amintech 5, our first idea group. You know, we are in the HRE, so diplomatic is obviously an option. However, we are head and bill most of the time. I'm thinking something like offensive ideas would be pretty good. Otherwise, you know, because we get the discipline and the force limit. Otherwise, like I could do something like quality or quantity, which I mean, we are trying to win the Protestant war. I'm thinking offensive ideas first. And we did just annex Cologne. Smells nice, man. Smells real nice. Alright, next we are going to rival Saxony and Utrecht, who took over quite a bit of Friesland here. Alright, and I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and attack Nassau here. It's going to call in both Mainz and Trier, also Aachen. However, we're just going for this one province here. Also, Burgundy just died literally as soon as I declared that war, and they just went under Brittany. Okay, Brittany, you lucky man. Okay, let's get Mainz out of here. We're just going to wipe peacetime because we might attack them a little bit later. We're also going to take Justified Wars for that -10 aggressive expansion impact. And the Emperor decided to release the Lowlands. So Brittany still has Burgundy, but however, most of the Lowlands was released as independent princes. Trier, we're also going to just white peace. Aachen, we're going to do war reps and all their money. Meanwhile, our buddy in Nassau, yeah, they're going bye-bye. And we are going to go ahead and start annexing Munster. They're going to be annexed in 2 years also. For Tier 3 government reform, we're going to go with centralized bureaucracy. Also, we are getting a little bit ahead in Diplo points here, so, and I didn't take any Diplo ideas right at the start, which that's probably going to be my next idea group. But, so I'm actually going to dump some points into some of our provinces here. Obviously going to be our capital to kind of start out with, since it does produce glass. Rival wise, we're going to go with Brittany and Brunswick again. And there goes my boy Munster. And all of a sudden we're looking to be like one of the largest nations in the HRE. We can also complete this mission, Rhinish trade supremacy, which gives us +5 mercantilism and also global trade power 15% for the next 20 years. Alright, since our AE is looking to be about kind of minimal here, we're going to go ahead and attack Wurzburg. That's going to call on Frankfurt, and that's actually our main war target here, is we're going to try and annex Frankfurt, which is a decent sized city in the HRE, and they're not going to be co-belligerent because they are a free city and I'll call in Austria. So we're finally putting Frankfurt out of their misery. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll annex Frankfurt once we can actually do that in like a month or two here. That is going to give us a bit of a coalition with Mainz, Trier, Aachen, Cleves, and Galway, but it's really not bad. As for Wurzburg, I really don't care about them. I'm just going to have them do war reps and money. Alright, and we are going to annex Berg. It's going to take us 1 year to annex them. Okay, and for our second idea group, I've been thinking about it, and I'm thinking we're actually going to go with infrastructure ideas here because of the extra 10% dev cost. Once I kind of clean up these borders here, we're going to start playing tall as much as possible here. And I don't really see economic being good, especially since it has that additional merchant. I mean, I could send the merchant over here to the Saxony trade node. That is a possibility. However, infrastructure I feel like is going to be better as it syncs up well with our ideas. And we did just annex Berg, so they're gone. We're going to delete this fort here. We have 3 forts currently, and one in Munster, one in Cologne, and one in Frankfurt, actually all in pretty good spots. And we finally have our 612 in charge. I'm actually pretty excited for this one. Now both Austria and Bohemia want to put their heir on my throne. Which honestly, let's do the Habsburg, as there's a higher chance that we could actually get some of the lowlands guys. I did get a 553 heir, pretty decent. He's 27. Also, we are going to go ahead and attack Mainz. We're going to call on our pal of Bohemia. Okay, for mines, we are just going to go ahead and take this one province. I'm thinking I'm also going to be kind of nice, give this to the Palatinate and kill off mines. As for Trier, I see that they're allied to Austria, so let's go ahead and break that alliance. And yeah, we'll just do that for Trier. For our tier 4 government reform, we are going to go with curtail clerical privileges. Alright, looks like it is time to finally kill off Trier. Let's go ahead and attack them. Oh, we're in a war with the Emperor. I forgot about that. Okay, let's go ahead and attack Trier. Okay, so Palatinate is trying to take the capital of Trier here. So since I won't be able to vassalize Trier like how I initially wanted to, I'm just going to full annex their friend of Aachen. Also, Brittany inherited Burgundy. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's go ahead and full annex Aachen. And Trier, you're going to be happy to know it's just going to be a white piece, buddy. And we did just get the Habsburg on our throne, so we got our 553. However, he is 43. And we got a 365 heir. Nice. Alright, we're just going to go ahead straight up full annex Trier. And the Protestant Reformation finally happened in the nation of Landshut. Alright, here we go. Finally embracing colonialism. Also, Commonwealth just formed in my game, and they're freaking massive. They took a lot of land from Russia, including Moscow. And again, Brunswick, we're going to go ahead and subjugate them. Now, also, we can become Westphalia. So we're going to take their new ideas, traditions, which are pretty decent. I mean, they're relatively similar to the Hesse ideas, except for we get a diplomat, more land force limit. We get the idea cost, we get development costs and state maintenance, so kind of a downgrade because we get -5 dev cost. We get more manpower in our ideas now, promoted cultures, tax, tolerance of heretics, heathens, and providential trade power. And then we also get discipline at the end of our ideas, as opposed to right where this tax reform one would be. And Ottomans are attacking Austria. Oh no. Austria, I mean, you're kind of strong. I don't think we'll be able to take on the Ottomans, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Oh, the Livonian Order is part of HRE? I didn't even notice that. Oh, and so is Riga. Okay. I guess. I really don't want to, but I guess I have to. Alright, out of this war, I want Cleves and Oldenburg. If I take both of them, that's going to be a coalition. If I just take Cleves, which is the main objective out of this war, it's going to be a little bit of a coalition, but really not too bad. Oh, thank goodness. Sweden actually joined this war. It's actually pretty good. That might keep the Commonwealth at least distracted. I think they're also in the war. No. I'm also going to dissolve my alliance with the Palatinate. We're going to later on subjugate the Palatinate. I have claims on pretty much this whole area from them. I also don't know why I have a random claim on Nuremberg, unless that's to complete the Dominate the Rhine mission. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Also, I got a personal union. What? Bohemia. I mean, I'll take Bohemia. Sure, I'll go to war against Denmark. Just Denmark and Lubeck. Oh, Denmark. Yeah, I wasn't even trying to get Bohemia under PU, but I mean, again, I'll take it. Oh no. Hesse actually just gave me a province, and this is gonna give me a coalition here. How about I? No. All right, Lubeck. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to them because they're giving me a lot of war score against Denmark right now. Also, let's finish up infrastructure ideas. So now our provinces are 15% cheaper to develop. We could also take this act right here, which is actually pretty nice. Artillery levels available versus fort. So our sieges are actually going to be a little bit faster, and our armies themselves will be faster. Also, I'm thinking we finally annex our buddy of Brunswick here. It's going to take us 3 years, which really isn't too bad. Let's also secure some new alliances. I kind of need a couple new ones. I could ally England, which wouldn't be so bad. Could also get Venice, but I mean, that gives me potential to be at war with the Ottomans again. Really, I like Switzerland, so we'll ally them. And we will ally England. Let's go to war against Verdun. We're just going to take one province out of this war, which is from East Frisia. I really don't care about any of their other allies or even taking land directly from Verdun. And our truce with Palatinate is over. Let's go ahead and attack them. We'll call it Switzerland just because. Okay, Regensburg. War reps, money, yes. Palatinate, we should be able to subjugate you, right? I mean, it's a coalition. It's definitely a coalition, but I don't think it's the worst. What I could do to kind of like subdue this coalition is I can improve relations with these countries while I'm still in this war. So like Bremen, Galray, and Brandenburg. Let's send some diplomats over there. Okay, and Bremen would still join Brandenburg maybe next month. They wouldn't. Yeah, there we go. So, oh, printing press. Also, let's finish up quantity ideas. We can have up to 63,000 troops. Once we finish quantity, which gives us another 33%, we can now have 77,000 troops, so not bad. We also completed our idea set, so now we get providential trade power, and we also get a guaranteed +5 discipline. Also, if you don't know with the nobility, if you do the nobility officer rights, this one, which gives you a free general, it scales with your army tradition. So I just took that, you know, every 10 years you could take it. And I got this one general, Thomas Hildesheim, which he's a 4-4-3-4. He's really good at sieging. This other general I got 20 years ago, he's a 5-6-2-2. So you could get some really, really good generals out of there. And I only have 40 army tradition also. Also, looks like this coalition would be pretty manageable now. I will just wait until we could get Utrecht to be pretty chill with us. And there we go. Let's go ahead, subjugate Palatinate. Now all we have to do is kill this Dortmund guy, and once I kill Dortmund, we pretty much have completed all this stuff. And knowing that Dortmund is in the Lubeck Trade League, I'm going to have my subject of Bohemia. I'm going to mark one of the Lubeck's provinces as a province of interest and hope that Bohemia actually fabricates a claim on them, and I can attack them and attack Dortmund. In terms of rivals, I could do Commonwealth or France, neither of which I want to rival. And also for a tier 6 government reform, I'm going to take the aristocratic court so we get that extra diplomatic reputation and improve relations modifier. I'm thinking I'm going to make a pit stop in Verdun really fast here. We're going to subjugate them also. That's going to give me 3 electors now that will be my subjects. Yeah, so let's go ahead and attack Verdun, subjugate them. We'll call on our buddy of Liège. And we got religious civil disorder. That's okay. We're going to do eradicate the heretics to bring peace. And here we go. Here's the Protestant leagues. In order to complete this mission, Peace of Westphalia, we have to have religious peace achieved in the Empire, or the League of War has happened and Catholic is the official religion in the HRE. I'm thinking, oh no, Switzerland. They ended up becoming Protestant. We're probably going to end up joining the Catholic side. Especially since I'd say France and Commonwealth. Oh, Commonwealth is actually friendly to us, so let's land that alliance. I'm assuming Austria, yeah, the Ottomans should potentially be joining the Protestant side. And honestly, I'm just going to hop out of this war with England. It's taking way too long. We'll go ahead, join the Catholic League. And Lubeck has attacked us with the Religious League War. Why is that? France is on our side. Lubeck, why would you do this? We even have Russia on our side too. This makes no sense for Lubeck to do this, so oh well. I think this is going to be one of the easiest Religious League wars I've ever done before. I really don't understand why Lubeck would do this, especially when we have France on our side. We already have 90% war score, and it's only been a year into this war. Switzerland's full occupied. Tuscany's about to be full occupied. Venice is about to be. Lubeck is almost full occupied. Lauenburg is. Hamburg. Basically all the little guys in between. And Peace of Westphalia and the War of the Protestant League is over. And thank you, Austria, for actually giving me a province. Thank you. The Emperor is triumphant. We get Dortmund as a province, and we can click this button, giving us. So since we were Catholic, or since Catholic is the official religion of the HRE, we get tolerance of the true faith and imperial authority modifier till the end of the game. Now, if religious peace was achieved, we would get Diplo Rep and tolerance of heretics for the rest of the game. But since we're Catholic,
And since the Catholic side won, we get the imperial authority modifier and tolerance of the true faith. So that's going to conclude it for today's episode of Unarrayed Nations. Hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. Some surprising things happening here, such as getting a PU over Bohemia, Styria basically cutting Austria in half, and Austria basically being stuck to that side for the remainder of the game. Also, Scotland is whooping England's butt in a war that England started, so that's also lovely. In terms of great power status, we are the number 8 great power. And one more thing before I let you guys go, I just want to encourage you guys to hit that like and subscribe button if you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more Underrated Nation videos and other EU4 content also. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Chairman out.